Welcome back to another episode of the Crypto Serpent. Let's go with Vechain. It is our month. We had an incredible start towards the beginning of April, and then we sort of, just went a little bit sideways for a little bit, and we sort of gone under radar, while some other projects have gone and taken the limelight. But we are back because there is a lot of things happening in the Vechain community, the DeFi, all the things that are going on in the background, and a great price movement that will be taking place across May as the entire industry goes to the next level throughout the next 30 days. So I'm super excited to be here with you, super excited to share this. Let's get right to it. So first of all, Vechain announced 2 days ago that there's going to be a 1 million grant as VET prize as a comeback. So Vechain Foundation have announced a $1 million grant program for its NFT ecosystem. And it wants to leverage this particular system. It wants to take things further. And so to build such an ecosystem, we need as many applications and projects as we can get, including NFT marketplaces, token bridges, DeFi applications, open source tools, and more. And so the compounding effect will be worth a long term. And that's why they're putting 1 million on the line for projects that want to build using this particular system. So fantastic to see this kind of involvement, this kind of step moving forward. So the journey of future blockchain mass adoption. So this is an article they published a couple of days ago in regards to enterprise NFT. So not just NFTs as we know them, like art NFT. We're talking about NFT at an enterprise level. So Vechain are going after the long-term, big, enterprise level things. And so in this article, they do talk about that. Now, if you go on their website, you will be able to find the article and you will be able to go through it. And I am not going to read you about it. I'm going to tell you where it is and you go and do it yourself, because the point of the channel is to give you just the information you need. You go away, do the research, and by the time you come back, I reckon we're both going to agree on certain topics. So very, very exciting. Now, what I think is going to happen as well during the month of May, it may not happen as in it gets listed on Coinbase this month, but it will certainly be announced as arriving on Coinbase. And that in itself, this month is going to be huge news, because we know what happens when a coin goes on Coinbase. On average, 30% rise on the day of launching on Coinbase. So very, 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 very exciting. Brayus Capital Investments, a huge financial investment firm, have mentioned Vechain on this article. They have mentioned their involvement and the fact that they are pro Vechain. So this is huge at a level. So if you look under the blockchains, these are the blockchains that they mention in their capitals portfolio. So awesome to see, plenty more of these coming. And it is just absolutely fantastic to see mass adoption and more companies, industries, and organizations getting on the Vechain train. Now, Vechain's X toolchain allows small businesses or business of any size to utilize blockchain technology to further enhance their brand perception and value, as well as to expand into new business models. So this is kind of like a toolkit, making blockchain as easy as possible for businesses, simple, trustworthy, and customizable to allow a regular business, so it doesn't have to be an enterprise level business, to be able to build using the blockchain. So again, it's Vechain's vision, long-term, looking at it from a long-term perspective, making it as easy as possible for people to adopt and utilize Vechain, which will ultimately bring mass adoption and Vechain as a top 5 crypto, which I am a firm believer of that. Not financial advice, certainly no financial advisor, but based on the research that I've done, the months and months that I've been involved, Vechain just keeps getting better and better and better. Now, I like this particular tweet from Salih about a parabolic curve on the 50 MA and what can happen, and how if we do the same that we did last time, we will have a 670% rise. And I think that something like this can definitely occur, and that is the journey that we're going to take, to get ourselves to the $1 range. And I think what's going to happen over the next couple of months, we're talking from May to September, the news announcements, what's going to happen, the rally, the movement that Vechain is going to make is going to be legendary. So if you've been sitting on the fence, now is the time. Do your research. Prices like this, 20 cents Vechains, are not going to be around forever. So do your research and get involved. MasterCard and Alibaba joined Vechain back to Blockchain Alliance. So this was back in 2020, just to give you a little bit of a taste about, all the different companies and organizations that are getting involved. Sometimes it's good to go back when times, when prices aren't necessarily moving. It's good to go back at the fundamentals, look back at the companies, the organizations, the vision, the mission of the company, and what's going on, just in case you might start to get cold feet and you might be thinking about selling what you hold. So definitely go back to your research and what has been going on, and you'll find that confidence again on why you got in the first place, because it's more than just 20 cents to 40 cents. This is a huge opportunity with Vechain and in its entire ecosystem. TradingView.com, I've got it at a buy at the moment. We've been sort of hovering today around that 19 cents, 20 cents. It's just been sitting there, hasn't really moved too much. And to be honest, apart from the dip where it went as low as 13 cents, it hasn't really done much, like the last month. So I completely understand when you guys say, hey, listen, this thing's been sitting here for 20 cents. Like, are we going to move but things take time, and all good things take time. Look at the time that it took when it was sitting at 1 cent back for so long, it was hovering between 1 cent and, below 1 cent, 0.009, and it was there for so long, and then boom, it started to rise. So patience is key in this game. Do not rush, do not make rash decisions. Be here for the long term. So first step, we got to get back to where we were. We got to get back to that, 27 cents, 28 cents, push for 30. The price target, the initial price target for this month is 30. So push for 30. We're going to break out of 20, retest 20, and then push forward 26, test again 24, and then move forward. And once we break 30, we are on the move, on the rise. If we look at the Fibonacci as far as, what that would mean, 30, 31 cents in the short term is definitely the target. We're about to end this particular formation, which is a bullish formation. Once we break out of here, it is already set to go for 30 cents as the next stop. And a lot of what I'm talking about today is about the first step, because obviously we've been sitting around waiting, for a while now, but I think 30 cents in the first week, maybe even week and a half of May is certainly not out of the question. But as we push forward, and this is what we're talking about, the MA50 supporting, I think every time we've retraced, we have gone way more up and above. So target for me this month is 50 cents, and then moving forward to July, $1. I've not changed my mind. Everything is looking rock solid. But 50 cents in May, $1 in July. I do believe in June we will have some form of pullback, which is why I'm not at the moment, so pro of Vechain hitting $1 by the end of May would just be insane. But I think July is looking way more realistic. So 50 cents May, $1 by July. And this is a kind of parabolic curve that we're taking, and we're going to finish right at the end of that parabolic curve at the $1 mark. So today was more about the beginning of the month, a taster, what we can expect. First stop, 30 cents. Next stop, we're moving into the $1 range by July. So again, I just want to reiterate that yes, we have, moved sideways and dipped below for a while now, but we're ready in May to go with the news, updates, all the things that are coming out. Plus, from a charts point of view, and the sentiment around Vechain is really strong. So $1 by July, 50 cents by the end of May, and I look forward to coming back to this charts and to this video in 30 days time, and just to see how close we got to it, or maybe Vechain just blows us all away, and gives us $1.50 Vechain in May. Who knows? But let's go with a conservative approach, and if Vechain surprises us and gives us an even better May, then we all will welcome it. But a super cool project, very good company, organization, founders and partnerships on board, and I think we are set for a winner. And as always, If you did like the video, if you did learn something new today, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Love to know where you guys are from, how long you've been in Vechain, what do you think is going to happen in May. Put it in the comments below. Cannot wait to see you on the next one.